Hey guys, welcome to another unfortunate episode of the bonus Procrastinators podcasts. I'm the saddest guy ever, and we've also got Gibbon sad.
That was the worst intro I think I've ever
But
heard
it's
in my life.
true.
Hey, why are you laughing?
No, convert
You're
that.
so bad at this.
Swap it, stretch it, pitch lower, 50%. That's how I feel. And also, I mean, I'd call you lethal Aurora Mage, but at least lethality would be an escape from the torture of existence. So you're tragically alive, Aurora Mage.
A lethargic or
Oh, that's pretty good too.
What is with you guys and laughing so much? I can't
I'm
believe.
laughing to mask my pain.
That can't. Ooh, like the Joker, which comes out today, I think. I wish that was me. Society man just can't. I'll have none of
I
that.
mean, the
Coming
Joker
out
has a
today.
point, because we do live in a society, at least.
Did
we
that
have
petition? We have no choice. There was a petition for the Joker movie that was like, get the line into the movie, we live in a society. I guess I just 100%
All right.
believe that did not go
Here's my
anywhere.
cynical take. Petitions are stupid, and anyone who does a
Ooh,
petition is a dumb idiot. It's never
That's
worked. It will
great.
never ever work in the world. Why do they keep doing it? It's just
Only
a
the
meme,
bad
and it's not even
petitions
funny.
Work. Only the ones you don't like will ever work.
It's pretty much it is in fact a virtue signal to do a petition because it achieves nothing, but you can feel like you're achieving something. I would say. When have they name one time, Gib? I dare you name one time they've ever achieved anything. You can't.
When they
do
signed the petition to destroy the Amazon rainforest and drill for oil inside the trees because that's where the oil is.
That's a good petition. When what is it? Al Qaeda took a petition to do 9/11 and they all signed off on it. I mean, I only think that was a good decision because I envy the dead because I too don't want to be alive. So, good move, guys.
In
I
case
hate
you couldn't
everything.
tell, this episode is called Doom and Gloom, and we have to be upset. If we're in any way chipper or radiant or full of life, we must, as a group, quash the guilty party with knives
Mm-hmm.
and
We must
Weaponry.
suffer
and
together.
and bullying.
Yes, which are all things I'm way into as a human being. I also hate normies and Chads and Stacy's. Wait, stop!
Wait.
No!
What are you
That,
fucking doing, dude? That's
I'm-
so fucking cringe. I can't believe you would laugh on such a hallowed day. This is Halloween, by the way. This is why. We're sad
sure.
because we're like. No, I'm retconning it now. I'm retconning it into being a Halloween themed, but you're still laughing. I can hear you
Listen to
snickering.
this 28 days after it comes out, please, or you'll make me even more depressed and sad. Oh, it is Halloween time. It's the season has just begun, so it
It's
is an
the
appropriate
spooky
time. Mm-hmm.
Hey,
It's an appropriate time.
Here's the thing I fucking hate about Halloween. Thing that makes my piss boil with anger and rage is that people celebrate it as soon as October begins. And I'm like, you're gonna get bored of it. Everything, fades away with enough time. Halloween, you start doing spooky stuff on day 1. By day 30, it's gonna be boring. Nobody's gonna care. Everything's gonna be not fun and not spooky and not cool. It's just gonna be a waste of time. Holidays, you fucked up. You fucked up the whole concept of holidays. Every holiday is like that now. As soon as it's
That's
even
true.
close to anywhere near the date in any way, we all go full big ham on it. And it sucks.
why?
Okay, but what's even more annoying than that of a month of a holiday? As soon as Halloween is over, we get into Christmas time, and that's 2 months of the same holiday.
This is Thanksgiving erasure, is what's going on in our culture,
We
and
don't-
it's frankly fucked up.
So some places do not have Thanksgiving.
Oh, you
Yeah.
guys who aren't American.
I mean-
I hate America because there's a troubled past. Do you guys even have a kind of Thanksgiving-esque season in
No,
between?
absolutely
Halloween
nothing.
time, and then you guys don't have. Do you have
Well-
Halloween over in Europe?
We have Halloween mostly because
Mm-hmm.
America has Halloween. I don't think it came from here at all.
In Lithuania,
got
Halloween
witches
is
and
just running spooky comedy movies in the evening, and that's
Yeah.
it.
Well, I think actually it was like
Like
a lot
Scary
of
Movie 3?
What's that one really popular one with the three witches and then like this talking black cat? And,
oh
Sabrina the Teenage Witch?
no, it's
Hocus
Bewitched.
Pocus.
Hocus Pocus. I
Oh,
love that movie.
yes.
I mean, I hate that
No!
movie.
Oh, that's what you get for that.
A slap on the table.
I hate loving that movie as well.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I haven't watched that in a while. I saw, who was it? It was Misanthropony posted about his deep love of that movie the other day, I noticed. And I thought to myself, cool. Wait, no, I thought, sucks. Yeah, that's what I thought about that.
Out of all the things I remember about that movie, it's like when they come out of the house and they look at the road. There's like, what is this black river? And then they like the dumb one supposedly, they either throw it or she hops onto it and she's like, oh, it's solid, and she starts dancing.
Oh, I thought it was weird that they didn't explain what that black rubber was. Luffy, who ate the Gomu Gomu no Mi and was also activating his armament hockey, which is why the rubber was black at the time.
Shut up, you
never
stupid
mind.
One Piece head.
I hate One Piece. It sucks. It's filled with flaws, and it's not good, and it's bad. Just like
And
everything
the art
else.
is bad. Everything is
The art is bad. It looks like stupid cartoons. It's problematic. It's misogynist, but also
You're
man-hating.
being a real dumbass right now because
Yeah.
you're fundamentally misunderstanding the purposes. I heard that chuckle there. The
No,
purposes
that was-
of this episode is
That
to
was
be
a scoff, not a
depressed.
chuckle.
It was to be depressed, not necessarily to be negative about everything. You can like
Okay,
things that
that's
are
fair.
bad and terrible. Like One
the
Piece,
Joker
which
really
is bad.
Yeah, the Joker really should be our emblem for this episode, because we should just laugh at how fucked up society is. Like the comedian from Watchmen. It's all a joke,
From
lads.
Saturday Night Live.
From, stand-up on stage comedian, generic nameless comedian. That guy who is going to be in Smash Bros. And I hate that. Joker.
I mean,
Persona.
You know what I'm sad
Yeah.
about?
What's that?
I'm sad about because I'm still not completely, recovered from my illness, and I have a slightly sore throat. And I was hoping to get like a cup of warm milk because that usually helps it out. And I forgot. All this time we had to prepare, but I was busy with the Minecraft server, and now we're recording, and I didn't. Get that
Oh
cup
my
of milk.
God. Society strikes again. Can't get the damn warm milk. Hey, what was that? I don't like that one bit.
I was coughing. I did nothing. I just coughed.
I thought that was a laugh. Never
You know,
mind.
Mage,
Good
you think
job.
you've got it tough having an illness. I've got it tough because I probably will have an illness in the future. And it's probably going to be twice as bad as yours. And I'm going to be reeling on the floor, close to death, thinking, why me? Like I do every year.
That's all pussy shit, because I am the oldest of any of us in this particular group right now. I'm 29. Therefore, I'm the closest to death. So the big illness of death is closest to me, which I could be sad about.
Oh, no,
It really
no.
sounds great.
No,
at the
not
end of
if
the
I
day.
kill me first, bitch.
That's cheating, I would say. That's line cutting.
I'm going to run myself over with my own car.
Well, I guess that's doable. Speaking of running yourself over with your own car, how have you guys? Let's discuss how we've fucked up our own lives recently. What have you done to make your life worse or negative? I'll tell you what I did today for breakfast. I had 2 Egg McMuffins and an Oreo McFlurry from McDonald's, and it was the worst decision I've made
God.
in a long. Yes,
That's
yes,
actually bad.
It's horrible. It's not. There's no upside to this choice that I made.
Why on earth? Was it like on the way to the gym?
I was dropping off Michelle at like work or something, and on the way back, I was hungry, and so I thought to myself, I know, I'll visit one of these restaurant-type establishments
Nah.
that you can do through your car. Big mistake.
Nah,
Big
what you got to
mistake.
do in that situation is you got to take your car and you've got to think instead of driving into the drive-through, you've got to drive straight
Into a
into the
brick
building
wall.
and die.
Yeah. Oh, yes. That. And you know what? They'll thank me. They'll thank me for doing it, for sparing them from this capitalist, oppressive, depressing society that we live in. You want to know how I got these scars? You know, like that.
I had a similar misery today. So I woke up and I was hungry and I didn't want to go to the shops because I wasn't sure if I had the time to go shopping or whatever. And so we got takeaway today, and I had a wrap with some chicken and mayo and stuff, and I had like French fries, and I feel like that was way too much, and I think that's why I became lethargic or rage today.
Lethargic
what's
Aurora
that?
Mage.
What's that? That's that giggling I hear there.
As I
No
said,
laughing.
I do it. I know laughter is to mask the pain. Not all
I think
laughter is
the-
happy laughter.
I think we should permit Joker laughter specifically is the only laughter allowed.
I don't know
because
how
it's laughing at society. I'm a crazy man. I'll kill myself and also you. I mean, I think that's acceptable. Joker's a modern icon, a modern role model, dare I say. Who's your favorite Joker, guys? Are you a Jared Leto man? Are you a Nicholas? Not Nicolas
I think the
Cage.
only one I've actually I've seen the Adam West one on occasion on the TV, and then I saw the Dark Knight, and that was it.
Those are the only two you're familiar with?
I mean, I'm familiar with other ones,
shocking.
but I've never really
Well, how about
watched...
the animated one of Mark Hamill's voice acting?
Oh, yeah, I know him. I know him from YouTube Poop, from the Deeper Cut video.
That'll
Claude
do.
Joker something YouTube Poop. That was the first YouTube Poop I ever saw, and it was of the Joker laughing
Oh.
and saying he's gonna blow up trains and bridges.
Does that make you reflect on how valueless human life is? How vacuous our existence is? And how
No,
when it
because I'm
ends,
not
it'll be
a
an
fucking
escape?
stupid tool.
What,
Like
do you
a
have
wrench,
positive outlook on life?
like a hammer and a sickle.
You don't have to be a communist to be depressed, although I'm sure it helps. You
Shit.
God damn it! I smack myself.
I hear you laughing.
That
I
can't
hear you
be
laughing.
accurate.
You're gonna be riddled with bullets, just like the Riddler. That's what he used to do before he
I
thought
believe
of the
that's where he
riddling
got the
thing.
nickname from. Yeah, I believe that's correct. That's his character gimmick.
I will kill you with bullets, he says, as he kills you with bullets.
Well, Gib, did you already answer this as to, so what have you done to make your life worse lately?
Well, lately I've been doing this thing called, regular exercise, and I've been going on to the motorbike. I mean the bicycle, the stationary bicycle that sits in a room, and you do that. And I turn that on, turn on the TV that I have there, and I bike in place while watching the news. And, I'm getting healthier, but I don't like it. It annoys me. Sometimes I'm like, Sometimes I'm like, and it just makes my mood sour, and that's what I've been doing to fuck up my life. Instead of sleeping in bed, scrolling through Tumblr and Twitter and Instagram and saying, I have to go on a bike and go, and then, presumably I'm, like, healthy or whatever, but, like, what if I don't want to be healthy, or what if I want to die, huh? These people just don't know what they're talking about when they say exercise, please.
To quote an edgy and nihilistic sense of humor type movie such as myself, Fight Club, self-improvement is masturbation. Now, self-destruction, now that's getting somewhere. So, says a lot about our society if you
The one where we live.
see what I'm saying. The one we are currently residing in, you see. Well, that's cool. That's cool. So both building up your body positively, as you're doing, and breaking it down, as Mage and I are doing, by being fat sacks of shit, these are both options you shouldn't choose. I don't know what the in-between is, but
the
that's
in-between
life.
is to take a bite out of a burger and then spit it out and then immediately run and then fall over while you're running. Just do everything. Just
do all of them. Reminds me of
stay completely stationary, stay completely neutral, never do anything, never take any risks, never go in any direction. Just stay still and you'll turn to dust before you know it.
That's probably true. Remember at the opening of T-Bap Resurrection where one Gibbon Take Horseman Jr. was holding a delicious cursed hay burger, and he did not eat that burger. He threw it on the ground wastefully, but also was pretty sick.
I
Man,
hate
that was
wasting food. Do not waste food.
I agree. Don't do it.
Don't waste food. Put the food on your waistline and eat the
Oh,
food.
shit. Yeah, you know who wastes all the food? Society. I rest my case.
Society
Hey,
needs
speaking
to
of-
be gone.
Speaking of a give and take, there's this shit drawing by this awful creator called Cassie Snap, who's stupid, and she made a lovely, terrible drawing of give and take for Inktober, and she posted it on her shit Instagram, and I hate it so much that it's
I saw
bad.
that. Gibbon taking a little bit in Space Copter.
Yeah, it's not even realistic. The one's a
not
My Little Pony
realistic. I
guy,
hate that.
and the other guy is a real horse. So it's like that doesn't make any sense.
That doesn't make any sense.
Should
And,
be deleted. To be
A
quite frank.
helicopter can only fly due to there being air under its rotor. It cannot fly in space.
I
That's
know.
totally bullshit.
I can't
Idiot.
believe she made such a stupid mistake.
What a rube. What a rube. There was also, Ben's been doing some Chris Chan things. That's interesting.
Man, Ben's really touching the poop. I don't like where he's going with this. He's touching the
hate
poop,
it.
and
I'm
he's
mad.
he's bullying Chris Chan. And it's like that's not fair. That's my target to bully. Only I'm
that's
allowed
true.
to make fun of Chris Chan, and he is a silly autist, and I like to hate him, and only me can do that.
It's interesting to see. I feel like Chris Chan's one of our fellow LOL Society brothers, and seeing him draw Phantom Horn and Strawberry Milk in that way,
Yeah.
what a lifestyle! What a turn of events!
Yeah, I'm so
Although,
jealous.
You know what sucks? It's that there's no keg standard in there. Now that tells you a lot about society.
Yeah,
that
why
keg
isn't he
standard
drawing
isn't in
Redman?
there.
Redman was there.
Yeah, do the research, Chris. Come on. Make them canon to Sonichu. This is bullshit. Fuck you. That's my thoughts on that situation. Ben's art. It sucks. Like, sure, it's good, but like, what does
sucks.
good even mean? It means bad, basically. Yeah, those words are like synonyms. So there you go.
Hey, you know, a lot of art going on right now is due to Inktober, and that's the thing
indeed.
artists
Oh,
do.
I call it
what I'm sad
Stinktober
about.
myself, because it sucks.
Okay, I really wanted to. I thought I was going to participate in Inktober, and then I got sick for the first few days. And I'm like, but now I'm busy with all this other stuff that I have to do. I don't have time for Inktober anymore. So here's another year. Better hope, better luck next year, I guess.
And you know who defined the parameters of the month of October, aka Inktober, such that you were cruelly excluded from its events, Mage? I'll tell you who.
gonna say-
Society.
yeah.
Society strikes, thank you. Let's all say it together. Society strikes again, claims another victim. It's
Nate,
fucked up,
what do you
man.
have against society?
I could let me count the
what
ways.
does society
One,
have against us? Why is it making us suffer?
because it cruelly holds the holy grail of the GF out of range, which I can never reach, and frankly, that's fucked up. I didn't ask to be born GF-less in this world.
But-
I simply exist that
But
way.
you have
And
Michelle.
it's-
Is she a BF? What's going on?
I mean, if you can call that a GF. I mean, I'm looking to trade up, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I don't even count that. I'm looking for like a real GF, you know, that is better, is my point. It sucks. She sucks. Life sucks.
I imagine you
everything's
like
bad.
saying this while she's in the room looking at you.
Those are evil, like society laughs, like the Joker. So that's what I'm doing right now. This episode's sponsored by the Joker. Warner Brothers, please.
You know,
Fandango tickets.
I was on the train reading the newspaper as I do, and I saw a review of the Joker or whatever it's called, Joker new movie DC bullshit something or other, and they said that the actor was pretty good and all that, but they called him an incel.
Phoenix.
They called him an incel in a newspaper. And I'm like,
yeah, I mean,
wait,
that word's getting around.
What, like, why do these people have to keep taking our funny words that we made up that are stupid and using them like they're not stupid?
It became a political word. Once, I don't know, it got attached to like some of the shooters or whatever.
Politics is so fucking bullshit. I can't believe Boris Johnson's so fucking funny because he's such a big oaf. He's a big oaf with a mop of hair that looks like a Muppet hair. Like
It sure does.
And he's going, oh, yes, and everyone's like, yeah,
cup
right.
Of tea, balderdash.
Yeah, literally, and everyone's like, okay, well, are you gonna do your job? And he's like, ha ha ha, no. And everyone's like, rah, bruh. And everyone's stupid. God, every politician in the world has never been good. I can't imagine there being a good politician. I've never heard of one. I could never imagine seeing one or hearing about one. Politicians, by definition, are stupid and evil and bad. And not a single thing has ever been good done by politicians.
Because they are literally the figureheads of society. How could they possibly be good when we know society is bad? It's trickle-down society economics. It's shit at the top. It's shit at the bottom. And I don't see any value anywhere in between, personally.
It's just sort of like you got a bunch of people and they're like democratically elected. You say, I live or work in this area and I want to be in charge of the area, representing this area for the country. And everyone says, well, here are these choices. I guess They pick a person to run their section, to be the voice of their section of the country, and then they go to the big place where all the different sections of the country are represented, and nobody can fucking agree on anything, and nothing ever gets done, and none of the things anybody promised they would try to get done are able to get done because of all the different districts are all arguing with each other. The government.
Two humans ever agreed on like anything? I don't know.
Like the country's too big. Even the small countries are too big. Countries are too big to be democratically run. You gotta have fascism. You gotta have anarcho-centrism. You gotta have anything but what we have. Everything is that I've seen in my life is bad, and I'm blind now. I've got blinded because of how bad everything is.
You know what really sucks about life is that while that's all true, what I find tired and boring and lame is, brace yourself, criticisms of society. Because yes, it's true that every society is flawed and imperfect and bullshit in its own particular way. That's absolutely true. The fact of the matter is, the reason for that is because every system that's ever conceived will have some biases that will lean in favor of one group over another and will never appropriately satisfy everybody. So there will always be some avenue to attack on it. The point I'm trying to make is that absolutely every society will be flawed. Whatever position you take, whatever thing you vote for, will always be to the detriment of some group, however small, even if it's just one individual. And so attacking society is simply the incredibly boring, dull observation that every system will never be perfect, which is obviously 100% true.
Well, what about the system of having the district people, like, they run their own little government. The government gets so small it's the size of a grain of sand.
The smaller it gets, that's probably the smarter way to run it, which is why.
And then we can go back. We can go back to the good old days of like fighting with guns and muskets and stabbing each other because we got too close. It's like, hey, back off your side of the line, you filthy over the hill guy. And I'm like, well, fuck you, little valley piece of shit. I'll throw a rock at you, and then I'll kill you with it.
You know what peeves me more than almost anything in these discussions? When I hear things like even one dead person due to X cause is too many, therefore we need to, I don't know, abandon 100% whatever system is currently being
We're no
discussed.
longer allowed to use cars because car crashes
Because some people
happen.
die, you crash a person into a car. That makes me think society is so incorrect on things.
I get their
Yeah.
sentiment, but it's not always feasible.
Oh, it's some bull. It's just some silly, we can control your life better than you can control your life, blah, 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 authoritarian bullshit.
All right, enough.
Vote Alex Jones. That's what I'm
Enough
doing.
like memeing. I have like a real thing. Do you ever think about like you're just doing your regular thing, and then somebody who you know, who like you haven't spoke to even just like an hour, really, you just think, what if they died, and I'm about to receive words that they died in like a car crash or something? Because a car crash is pretty
Like who?
likely. I don't know, like I'm home and my parents haven't got home yet, and I'm thinking, oh, they're a bit late. What if?
Oh, yeah.
What if it's because they died and the police are about to arrive and say, excuse me, are you your name? And I'm like, yes, I am my name. It's like, your parents are dead. You're Batman now. And I was like, oh, I hate Batman.
Okay, but for serious, I do have this thought, like me and my boyfriend, we don't go out too much, and so sometimes I ask him to go to the store if like I'm not feeling well or something, and he goes out alone, and he's usually like super fast. He comes back like within 5 or 10 minutes. He's a little bit late. He goes into 20 minutes, and it's like, what if he got assaulted? What if he's dead? What if he's missing? Oh no, I sent him out. This is my fault. He's gonna die. And then he comes back home.
I have that feeling too. It's probably a natural one.
Yeah.
Whenever anything isn't going according to whenever things don't go according to plan, everybody loses their mind. If you
Yeah,
know
I
what I'm
get
talking
the
about.
reference.
Okay, all right, good. Glad we're on the
But
same
yeah,
page.
like it's either like I'm afraid somebody is dead and that's why they haven't spoken to me, and I'm like not like online because I don't know, if I don't speak to somebody online for a few weeks, that's just normal. But like a person I know personally in real life, if I don't hear from them for a bit.
Well, just the other day, me and my parents were both trying to get a hold of Ben for some not particularly important thing. We couldn't reach him for like over a week, and we like tried every avenue we could, and we were just like, I mean, is it possible he's just like dead? I mean, should we do something? But he was just, wasn't at my computer, didn't pick up the phone, which is like fine, but I was beginning to be concerned at a certain point there.
Couldn't you? Did you try calling crack or people? Or
I
like
believe I eventually was able to reach him by talking to, I think we called like his roommates or something to just like find out. Yeah. But it's because like up to that point, it's like, do we really want to bother his roommates? Like he's probably fine. But then at a certain point, it's like, okay, this is a little bit too long. Gotta break that social bar. Yeah.
I've also been like a little bit scared of like all the knife crime. Because like there's a lot of knife crime.
Legalize guns, dude. That'll save you from the knife crime.
Dude, I'm sure it would. Oh boy,
Shoot
I'm
the gun,
sure
shoot the
it fucking
knives.
would. Yeah, but then they'd learn how to cut the bullets in half like anime.
There's no winning. That's true.
But anyway,
swords win.
Knife crime is like almost scarier than gun crime because
it's like sick.
It's fucking sick, and like it takes like these things I read about like all the knife crime that's going. There's this year. I mean, in March there was like 8 like counts of like a teenager being stabbed in central London. It's like to death. It was like, whoa, that's like a serious thing.
It sounds like you're saying there was 8 counts of one individual
increased.
teenager on 8 separate occasions was stabbed and
To death.
murdered. Okay.
Yeah, but
Wow.
like knife crimes in London, I think increased after the new mayor implemented this sort of like don't search people for knives anymore thing.
Oh, is that why?
Which just seems a little silly. You should be
Well,
able to do
it's.
that.
I mean-
I think it's because a lot
I don't
of
know.
people who get searched end up being, like from minority,
I
and
see.
that's
You know,
racist. So
Oof.
no one gets searched for knives
You know,
anymore. That's why
I've-
everyone is getting stabbed in London now.
I hear about like I look at the newspaper and I see a lot of these stabbings are like are from minorities. Like it seems like I can't like build a case so that it's like a racially provoked, like racially charged knife stabbings, but like there's been talk of like people going around killing people for like gang rep or whatever in certain areas.
Okay.
Just young teenagers, sometimes usually white, sometimes black, with knives, killing mostly black men and women, from what I've seen anyway. And it just sort of like sucks. You know, racism,
cut it out.
that's a pretty bad thing. I think racism's probably one of the most depressing things there is.
Just tells you a lot about our society. It's fucked.
Like
It's
how long,
crazy.
how many millions of years is it going to take for us to get over something that happened so long ago? I mean, it happened for a long ago, but it's like, how is it still like instilled in youngsters that they grow up being racist?
Well, to quote a very wise man, as long as two people are alive, one person is going to want another person dead.
That's
So-
Sniper from TF2.
That's the sniper. It's just, as long as, like, people have any differences at all, it'll just,
suppose.
like, there will be some amount of violence between...
It just feels so hopeless, though. You know, you read all of these things, and it's like, how much progress have we actually made? I don't know if we have made really any. Like a dent. Like, barely a
Well,
dent.
I think we
I
definitely
believe you.
made progress, but like you'll never have a utopia. That's unachievable.
I was gonna say,
can
I
always
believe that
strive
there's a
for it.
spike in violence and whatnot, but I mean, London is a very large place. Now, I don't want to be looking on the positive side. I would never do that. But just to be like a cool, edgy, like devil's advocate, like, lol, I am the devil
Angel's
and an angel, but
advocate.
mostly a devil. Yeah. Like what? I mean, how many? There's got to be millions of people who live in London. It's like one of the biggest cities in the world, right?
It is
So,
a
like,
pretty
if
huge
there's-
city. It's not like I'm afraid of being stabbed, even though I have thought about it.
I'm
But,
just saying,
like-
statistically speaking, like if 8 teenagers were stabbed in one
No,
summer,
no.
that seems like a low
No,
number.
no. That's just
Oh.
March or like February of this year. By now, it's risen to like 70 like cases of stabbings, and most of them were murders. Actually,
Okay.
I made that number up, but it was more than 8.
Okay, well, fair
it
enough.
was like 20 something, and it was
I
pretty
would
like
just
point
be
we're
curious.
trying to make is that it's
Yeah.
increased from the previous years and stuff.
yeah, like it's
Okay, that's
it's
fair.
been
That's fair.
it's
in a
been
significant amount.
it's been in the news a lot, but sometimes I trust the news, but then sometimes I'm like, wait a minute. They chose, like, of all the things that happened, they chose these ones to make big deals of. And like,
Indeed.
I can only trust so much of this information I'm getting from this one source known as the media. Because, one thing to say is society sucks. The media sucks as well. In a big way. And it's like, maybe the fact that this all started, quote unquote, because of like a deregulation of search, stop and search, or like a change to the law, that now there's an incentive or some money is being handed to certain like media people. It's like, make sure you make big
Don't
news.
report it or something.
No,
Yeah.
make sure you report more on this thing,
Oh yeah.
even if it's not happening more. And it's
Or even
like,
theoretically, just the total opposite, where like some change happens, it causes a bad thing, and then they're like, "Ooh, don't report on that. Report on
Yeah.
something else."
I
Yeah.
mean,
Did you
I would
guys
have to do a
know-
lot of research to actually know whether any of this is really happening.
yeah.
Did you guys know
course.
about the grooming gangs popular in the UK?
Oh, they're very
and-
popular.
and
I'm
no
thinking of
one's
joining
doing
one
it.
myself.
And no one's doing anything about it. Like the police.
I mean, I could
literally
really use a
cannot
good
do
groom,
anything.
so I really want to join a grooming gang, so I can finally have like a coiffed hairstyle, like a nice beard.
I wish that was the
you know,
kind of grooming gang I was
get a
talking
good shave.
about. But
Oh, okay.
yeah, and the police literally cannot do anything. You can be a victim. You can go to the police and tell them the name, the address of the person
Mm-hmm.
who did it, and they won't do anything about it.
I have heard of this issue. It seems among sort of the most fucked up things, but I guess it's fine. Ha ha ha! Society, lol. What the heck is going on?
And it's
you
been
know,
like going on for decades, as far as I know. Which is really sad.
dog. I just don't know. what to do about anything.
Another sad thing that my friend told me about today, and it's been bothering me all day. I didn't listen to it, but I know it exists, so it's bothering me. She said, like, she listened to a recording from, like, a 911 case where a murder happened, and they recorded all of it, and of, like a husband murdering his wife, I think, or something like that, and it's all in a recording, and you can hear them, you can hear the kill them, and then them dying, and I'm like... Well, that's gonna bother me. It exists. I know it exists. I haven't heard it, but my brain is already making the images. It's making the noises.
Indeed.
I cannot stop it.
Maybe he murdered her. They were arguing, and he accidentally tripped her, like as in like an epic prank, and she accidentally hit her head on like a curb or something and died.
Yeah, he was holding an axe, and he accidentally axed her in the axe.
What? Maybe he was a YouTube vlog channel, and he was trying to epically prank his GF/wife, and it went wrong. That's how I'm going to choose to believe.
That's still manslaughter.
I mean, it's still but the malice. I'm just saying, in my example here, there wouldn't be intent.
Man,
it would simply be manslaughter.
Man, why is it called manslaughter even when it's a woman? That's sexist, guys. Sexism is such a big problem that I can't believe that it's still happening. Oh my god,
it's not good. How does so I am the Joker. I am an angel and a devil in one. How do I feel about sexism? Like, on the one hand, am I cool with it? Because, like, haha, everyone should suffer and die. But also, like, that's fucked up, bro. Like, gotta protect my whammon. Gotta, put him on a pedestal.
Well, and, I mean, if you're the Joker, you'd abuse Harley Quinn all the time, and you'd think it's funny. So, like, I guess you'd be for sexism.
Yeah. Am I for sexism against men also if I'm the Joker? Probably, right? These are the deep questions we get into on the bonus PCP episodes.
I hope they talk about that in Joker 2.
Oh, that's important. Oh, where the Joker is now, like, girl Joker. He's, like, possessed Harley Quinn's body or something.
Oh, I thought you... I'm not laughing. But I thought you were saying a girl Joker, like he went trans or something. Now he's the girl Joker.
Well, that too, because we live in a crazy society. Anything could happen, man. What's happening? Where? Insanity.
Since we're talking about things that make me angry, I posted an image of like a rubber, an eraser. On the back of a pencil that's pink, and then when I tried to rub it out, like, it just left red marks on it.
Oh,
and
those suck.
Oh, I remember those.
There's such it's like bygone era pencils, like made from literal like grandma flesh. Like, what the fuck is that rubber? It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't erase anything. Dude, it just makes like flakes.
Can you even imagine being in school still? Now that's a fucked up society. Oof,
I'm thinking about
thanks.
It. Like the idea you go into school and then you don't have any friends. So
of course not.
You just curl up into a ball, and then people laugh at you and kick you, and they kick you like a football, and you roll around like a morph ball from Metroid, and then and you stay as tight
Sonic.
into the ball as possible, so that you just don't want to get out. And then the teacher picks you up and they dunk you through the basketball hoop, and then you splat onto the ground, and then they kick you. And then you're like, then it's time.
Sometimes.
Then it's like lunchtime, and you eat a sandwich in your little hedgehog ball, and then you get kicked again, and then you run away, and that's school, and it sucks. Man, I never liked pencils either.
Was your college experience similar to your school one, Gib? About school, Mage?
Yeah, I still have nightmares of going to school. I don't like school.
School was okay. Not great for me.
Okay, you say. That doesn't sound very depressed.
I brought, like, school was okay, but, like, the darkness within me, that was the true monster, and I'm aware of that. So, I'm like, who's that murderer who, like, killed women for fun, even though he...
The Joker.
Yeah, that's, I mean, me. Literally me.
I don't know who that is, by the way.
The Joker?
No. Who's the Joker? I know Batman.
Okay.
No, wait, I don't know Batman.
I was asking you.
I know Robin.
Was curious.
I know Robin, but I don't know who the Joker is.
Like, you mean like his backstory?
You missed the joke. See, this is why you're like low tier PCP member status.
Yeah, I'm a low T PCP member. My T is just plummeting right now. I'm losing all muscle mass. It's being absorbed by the rest of the collective.
Your green tea.
Gib, was your college experience, because you went to like animation school, I believe, or like
Yes.
at an art school, a program, was that similar to normal like high school, or was it like a very different experience?
No, it was a lot better. Not that I like it being better. In fact, I preferred it before. But
I see.
I preferred being beat up. That's what I like.
Oh yeah, right.
In university, I made friends. Enemies with people, and
A rogues gallery, perhaps.
Yeah.
Of villains.
you know, here's the thing that sucked about university, is you get your group. You get your group, and you're cool, and you do your things, and you try your best, but then there's the other kids. The kids who are not kids, adults, and like they act like adults, and they are adults. It's not that they act like adults, they're basically just adults.
Are they classmates? Or
Classmates,
are they
classmates, yes. And they're the same age, or maybe a year above or below in age. But like they have such a professionalness to them, they have such a drive, such an idea of where their future is, and they are going through the entire process, like acing everything, not everything, but like they're really showing that they care very much about what they're doing. They know why they came here. Typical munchies. Typical munchies in my class, and it's a bunch of munchies. They're really passionate, really like all that, and they're like a group of them got together, and they decided to make an animation studio after they left. I haven't looked up on how they're doing, but they were very talented. And it seemed like it was going to go really well for them, and I'm very happy for them, except I'm not, because they are better than me, and I don't like the people being better than me, and I was so emasculated and destroyed by all my talented friends and foes, mostly foes. I beat them up as well. I killed them. In fact, they're not alive anymore, because I'm the Batman, and I beat them with my Batarang hand. Batman knuckle dusters in the shape of bats, and with my baseball bat Batarang nunchucks, and I baseball bat
like
Batman
Harley Quinn.
bat them, and then I crushed their hands and they couldn't animate anymore, and they cried, "Oh, why'd you do this to us?" And I said, "Because I'm Batman." And I crushed their hands, and people said, "Sit down, shut up, you're supposed to be you're listening to the lecture." And I was like, "No." And then I jumped down and I smashed the lecture guy in the face. And he was like an Aardman animation guy from Aardman, where they make Wallace and Gromit, and he was like the head of something. Yeah. And I crushed his hands, and I crushed Wallace and Gromit right there on the stage, because he made them. He made a little Wallace, and I crushed Wallace, and I punched him, and I set the building ablaze, and then I ran through the place, and I threw like Batarang things, and got everyone in the jugular on the way out. And that's my school story.
And as you were leaving, the guy just turned around. He's like, "Why did you do that?" And you were like, "Why so serious?"
No, you idiot.
Epic,
that's a Joker thing. That's what you would have said.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm Batman. I would have said, "Shut up."
You're gonna punch him in the face. Break his
that's the Batman
hand.
thing. He's like, "Oh, shut up, I'm Batman."
I guess by this logic, you, Mage, are Harley Quinn, and you're just like lol, like so random. You just like, oh my god, like crazy, like what? Like, oh my god, you said that?
That's it.
Crazy.
I'm getting me mallet.
Oh no, she's gonna pull that straight out of Hammer Space. Get that, anime fans? That's a TV trope. TV tropes is the worst society of all, as a matter of fact, because they
the mallet
are
thing,
useless.
I was actually referencing a certain meme. Hold on.
Okay, I'm bracing for meme impact.
Hammer time.
This one.
That's it. I'm getting me mallet.
This was the shittiest payoff to await for a meme. You know what? Speaking of things that we did that disappointed ourselves, I tweeted the other day, 2 days, on October 1st.
That's not a GIF.
I thought of a shitty meme.
It's not, well,
it's a single PNG that says GIF under it.
Yes.
It's horrible. I tweeted the other day a picture of that "It's been over 3,000 years" Pokemon meme with the guy with like a pumpkin spice latte over him, and I was like, that feel when October hits. I was deeply ashamed of myself after posting that. That was the shittiest meme.
What on
I
earth are you
posted.
saying? What are the words that are coming out of your mouth right now?
Pumpkin spice is good,
I never
unironically.
had pumpkin spice.
I mean, ooh, that's damn. Okay, that's pretty good. That's a good
That
version
is.
of that.
I'm not. I'm happy about it.
No, it's not good. I mean, it's not good. It's bad, as a matter of fact. But
That's a big chin.
That's a huge chin.
They
Damn,
really
they
did
really
it.
captured it. They really captured it. Eustace? Eustace is his name. Okay, link in the description for incredible memery. What else is going on? Are we done yet? I'm gonna kill myself. Do we have anything else? What else do you want to say?
Here's the thing. Here's the thing.
Uh-huh.
Bale Jape, right? Comics.
Sucks.
Bale Jape finale animation took a really long time to make. Such a big animation. So many big people worked on it, aka just me. And it's really bad. Looking back at it, it's sort of it's made of you could tell I had like a clear idea of what it should look like, but I couldn't draw it right. And then Munchie comes along and he steals my thunder. I gave him exposure, and he used it to expose me for all my sins to the world of being worse at drawing.
What do you mean?
Those few like really good frames that everyone likes are the only ones Munchie drew, and that's like Munchie gets all the credit. Bale Jape finale was a big waste of time. It's not even good.
I see your point. But surely you should get, at the very least, you get like directorial credit, which is the top billing anyway. The animators are lowly slaves to your grand vision of the project. No?
That's
how I see it.
By the way, this is like half real and half not real.
As most things are. As my, desire to assassinate femoids is.
It's
as
like
well.
I look back at it and it's like I understand the criticisms a few people had that the music was kind of shit. And I was like, yeah, it is. It's kind of okay and not great, and it's not Homestuck level like cool.
Man, you were a one-man team. Yeah, okay, you had like Munchie and maybe I don't know if you had anybody, literally any other person besides Munchie do any of the work on it. You can't expect like a team level of production for a literal one-man project. I don't know. I get it.
The thing is that it was a silly idea to do something hand drawn frame by frame when I'm not. Despite going to animation school, I'm not that good at animating or drawing. I've been getting better, I guess, but it's like the reason the Homestuck flashes are so good is because they're striking and they're easy to animate, which is why Hussey was able to do them. So
there's like very
quick.
Very little actual animation in any of those.
Yeah, so it's like I fucked myself over by trying to be impressive.
Well, that's a valuable lesson, I'd say. I mean, it certainly stands out as a testament to your willingness to work on shit, even if itself wasn't, I don't know, as good as you could have envisioned it.
I mean, it's fine. It's fine. It's just I feel stupid sometimes thinking about it.
We're all stupid sometimes, Gib. Every last one of us. But nah, though.
And then there's the thing of like Bale Jape being like a Homestuck like similar thing. It's like if you don't know what that is, it doesn't really make sense because it's got the text command like iconography and like theme, but it really has nothing to do with what's going on. It's just
that doesn't matter. Nobody. I mean, I want to say nobody cares in the sense of that's not going to limit anyone's enjoyment. You just click the next page. It's clear. I think anyway.
Art projects are the most depressing of all. The whole time in this episode of like memeing, like pretending to be sad, I was just joking most of the time, just talking, and then it comes to the real shit, the thing that cuts to my soul. Art hurts more than anything, especially my own. You cut my wrists and it bleeds character designs or something. And I really, really hate drawing, but I love drawing, but like I hate it, but like it's so fucking cool and it sucks at the same time. It's like it's the biggest mood you could even imagine.
I'm my friend here. I'm desperate to get out something that isn't, Weaguas are fine or whatever. I'm desperate to get out something that's like, guys, remember when Nate could like make good videos? I remember that, right? Everyone's still waiting on that, especially me. Working on it, but it's not there yet, and that sucks. But, I'm gonna do it. I got time. I can do it. There's no rush.
I guess I got time too, but I feel like I've been planning my next comic for way too long. I've been going through over and over with character design things, stories. I've been writing so many like story things of how to connect certain things together, and I'm afraid that if I begin it, I'm going to want to retcon it to later to fit with other things.
Seems like you perhaps have a bit of that analysis paralysis. You got to put yourself in a position where you can just let it unfold. We can look at Ben's production of his comic right now. I mean, just it's interesting to compare it to like The Vapors. It comes out real slow, but these have been coming out like gangbusters because he just knows the story he wants to tell. And, he's particularly jazzed about it. And, I mean, he's not worried about canonicity because it's, T-Bap lore, Chris Chan lore. I mean, it's just, he's given himself, the freedom he needs to just unleash
He doesn't care about the canonicity. And he also doesn't care about, like, having pages that are just, like, his handwriting in a speech bubble.
Yeah, that's true.
There's
nothing to prove here. Yeah.
But it works. He makes 4 images per update, and he posts them on Twitter, which is where you can only see 4 images. And you just click to the next one, and it works.
And he's made some, like, just in there's been some great panels that I've really, I really like
it. I really like Ben's, I fucking hate Ben Saint, fuck that guy, and all of his comics.
I mean, he's just playing into the capitalist system, and that's
guys, he touched the poop. I mean, what do you want me to say?
He touched the damn poop, and he's smelling not so sweet, in my opinion. What a silly term. What a silly term. All right, well,
I saw someone on the server running some weird commands, so I'm just...
Mage, you wouldn't be doing 2 things at once, forcing us to dock your pay 100% now, would you? That would be so tragic. I was just looking
and I saw things that looked weird.
I see your income plummeting to 0 is what I'm currently seeing in all aspects of life. Hee 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 ha! This is how I got those scars. Slashes prices on my shop.
Do you want to know how I got these scars? Mining at night.
Oh yeah, that's not allowed. The Joker. So in conclusion, episode sponsored by Joker, Warner Brothers. Use our contact code www.buy tickets using the PCP's URL at jokermovie.gov/UK, and also visit our affiliate link for Amazon.com to buy government-mandated GFs, which are really making the rounds and really popular now. So that's also something you should do. And I think that's all there is to say about this society. We've pretty much said it all here.
And one more thing.
Sure.
I stream every day, and nobody comes to see my streams every day, and it really depresses me. It really makes me sad. Really makes me cry on stream. And then people laugh at how cry-worthy I am. I'm crying so much on stream that my computer short circuits, and then I have to restart the stream, and then I come back and I'm like, and one person's there, and it's Kevin. It's always Kevin. Kevin's always there saying, hey, how you doing? I'm the only guy here, and I'm like... I shrivel up. I shrivel up into a ball, and then I roll around morph ball Samus style around my room, and then I forget to turn the stream off, and then I go to bed, and then it's like a give and take is asleep stream, and then people they take pictures and then they post them on Reddit, and then I get like famous on Reddit for being like a guy who's asleep, and then there's a meme made of me, and it's like top text haha, this guy's asleep. And that's all it is. But now
Bottom
I'm
text,
recognized.
society.
I'm
Yeah.
recognized like everywhere. It's like, oh, dude, you're the guy who fell asleep. And I'm like, damn it.
Dude,
my life's
would
ruined.
you sleep for us? Would you sleep real quick, like on the sidewalk
Hey,
here?
yeah.
As I see you?
Could you sleep on this bench? I want to take a selfie with the sleeping guy. And I was like,
And sometimes,
no.
yeah. And then
No.
sometimes you'll be too busy, and you'll be like, oh, sorry, I can't right now. And they'll be like, no, dude, just real quick. And then they hit you on the back of the head with a rock, so you're knocked unconscious, so they can get a picture of the sleeping guy. Look at him, he's asleep, haha. And this
Yeah.
will be your existence for the rest of time.
And then I wake up in like a Russian cell, and I'm like,
Yeah.
what?
But
That's
there's a
it.
camera streaming your existence.
No,
of
no,
you.
no.
No?
Like there's a Russian cell. Like I wake up, it's cold. I'm like, where am I? And they say, in Russian. And then they open the cell and they escort me to the PCP penitentiary.
The PC penitentiary, yeah.
PC
yeah.
penitentiary, and they sit me down, and then they turn the mic on, and they say it's the bonus episode, and then I'm here.
Oof, now that's what they call a society. All right, everybody, thanks for being a patron and listen to this bullshit on the PCP bonus episodes.
Hope
I think this is 29,
nice and
maybe 30.
sad.
We are terrified of being happy, but we
We
love
hope you
being
disliked this
sad.
episode. Right? Make sure to dislike on YouTube.
Make sure to dislike. We crave those precious dislikes. Just stack them up like candy.
Put
They're
the
what we
crying
crave.
emoji. Put as many crying emojis and like knives as you can.
Yeah, that'd be great. Put all your sad emojis in the chat. And you see what we've done there? We've now shielded ourselves from any potential criticism with this episode, because any downvote looks like they're playing into our hand, and any upvote means, oh wow, they love us so much, even despite telling them not to. So you've got no tools left in your hand. Any criticism will be seen as a compliment. Truly, we are geniuses.
We did.
All
it.
right, you're a bonus boy. You know the drill. Thanks for being here. Follow all our shit. And thanks for listening. Maybe go listen to Sunshine and Rainbows. See if that is a nice, change of pace from this one, or come from that one to this one, and then something suicide. All right, we'll see you next month, everybody, with another bonus episode.
Oh, by
It's
the way,
been
sorry this was
terrible.
late. We suck.
Oh yeah, sorry about that. We just scheduling conflicts. We're
Basically, the
idiots.
bonus episode is the worst thing ever. It really makes me depressed.
It is depressing. It's hard to organize and plan because they don't have a regular date and to decide exactly what we're gonna do. So if you got any suggestions, hey, feel free to leave them. We'll hate them, whatever they are, but go for it.
Shit,
That's
I
it.
laughed. I chuckled.
Lol, you lose at the very end. Okay, we'll see you next month, everybody. Bye.
Bye-bye.
I hate you.
That was too chipper, Mage. That was too nice.
That's my usual good
Yeah,
tired
you have to
goodbye.
You have to say goodbye in the worst way you can.
Bye.
That was good.
That was good. That was good.
I mean, that was bad.
Well, that's my mama.